What's going on, guys? Nate here with 4K Motoring. Today I'm going to do a quick review on a power jump box. This is from Amazon. It's a Topvision brand. According to the Amazon website, it can jumpstart up to a 6.5 liter diesel and a 7 liter gas engine. It is 21,800 milliamp hours. It's appears to be made by the same company that makes this NextPow one. I've had this one for about 6 months. I've been very happy with it. I have tested it, the NextPow one, with a V6 Camry that had a completely dead battery that was producing no voltage, and it started it no problem about 10 times in a row. I'm going to give it an unbiased review, and you're going to come along with me and see how it is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and unbox the jump starter. I'm going to show it alongside the NextPow here next to me. And it does say here that the Topvision was made in China. As you can see, it looks very similar to the NextPow. The packaging is a little bit smaller, and it does feel quite dense. And it does have the same telephone number on the front as the NextPow. Okay, we got a USB-C cable. Oh, that's cool. It has a 12-volt adapter. Because I'll show you real quick on the NextPow, it has a DC out right here, but I never had anything to plug into it, and this one comes with the adapter, so that's pretty cool. And it does fit in there. Nice. User manual that looks exactly like the one that came with the NextPow. Very similar. These jumper cables look pretty much identical to the NextPow ones. Same module. Alright, let's get to the unit itself. It's stuck in there. Asking me to please activate my 24-month warranty by scanning the QR code. Alright, so it's very similar to the NextPow one. We have the DC output, USB-C in and out, that's how you charge it, and you can also use that USB-C to charge any USB device. This looks very, very similar, just obviously one smaller than the other. Let's see, so the capacity on this one says 66.6 watt hours. The Topvision one here says 76.96, so about 10 additional watt hours. Everything else looks very, very similar. The peak current on this one is 2,000 amps. The peak current on the Topvision is 2,200 amps. So 200 additional amps of cranking power. Everything else looks very similar. Output 2.1 amps on the USB type A. Output 1, 5 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt. Same with that one. DC output 12 volt, 10 amps. Same here, 12 volt, 10 amps. Up here it does say G17. This one, the model is G26. Hopefully that's, I don't know how good that's focusing on the camera. Out of the box, it's charged at 71%. Okay, so I'm gonna hook this Topvision power pack up to a couple different things. I'm going to use the USB-C output. I'm going to plug it into my Pixel 3. And it says charging. It doesn't say fast charging, but it does say charging nonetheless. Now, one of the reasons I bought the NextPow one was so I could use the USB-C charging on my Dell XPS laptop, and I found that it only worked when the laptop was off. And see, right now I'm not getting anything coming through. The charging light here is off. Let's try a different one. Still off. That's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate, but alright, so it does have a flashlight on here. I guess you have to hold it and it turns on. It's alright, it'll do the job at a campsite or whatever. When the flashlight is on, you can push this again and it switches to SOS. And apparently, I guess you can switch it again to a strobe. Yeah, like that. Don't know why you would ever use those other two, but... And then you have to push and hold it to turn it off. Alright, so now I'm going to do a test with the charging of the battery pack. My phone, the battery, it's on battery saver mode because it's almost dead. 15% is what the current battery percentage is on the phone. I'm going to use the charging cable that came with the jump pack. And I'm going to hook it into the USB 3.0 port here. I did fully charge the jump pack, so it's at 100%, and apparently after you plug it in, you just turn the power on and it should start charging. Yep, the phone just beeped and it says USB 1 right there, 5 volts, 3.0 amps. So that's pretty cool that it says that information on the display. I'm going to let this sit and fully charge, and we'll see how much of a percentage it uses off of the battery pack. I'll check back in when it's fully charged. Okay, so the phone's been plugged in for a little over an hour and a half. We're up to 88% on the battery, and the jump pack is at 83%. Nope, just went down to 82%. I'm going to call that good enough. I have to go. I'm meeting Chris for brunch. You know, it used less than 20% and almost filled the phone up. The phone was almost dead. So I guess theoretically, with that in mind, you could probably charge 5 phones with the jump pack being fully charged. All right, let's get outside and try the jump box for what it's made for. And that's, I'm going to jump start my F-150 with a 5.0 V8. All right, so I'm out here with my 2015 F-150. It has the 5.0 Coyote V8. You plug the jumper cables here into the engine start slot here. This little flap flips open. Connect just like so. I have disconnected the battery to simulate it being completely dead. So let's go ahead and see how it does. Alright, so I plugged it in. Immediately it popped on the display. You can't really see it in the sun, but it says 15.8 volts. And it's making a clicking noise like it's ready to jump start. So I'm going to go ahead and see how it does. All right, I don't think I did it fast enough because I had no power at the key, and now the display is just flashing, so I'm gonna unhook it and hook it up again, see if that resets it and move more quickly this time. All right, there, now I heard power. Well, it worked. It took a little fiddling to actually figure out how to get it to power, unhooking it and hook it up a few times, but once it did, it was able to start the truck and keep it running. But as you can tell, the way it works, it feels like it kind of surges the power, which I guess is the capacitors inside the unit. But even without a battery hooked up there, it was able to keep running. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. This compared to the other one that I have, this has a slightly bigger battery pack, slightly more capacity, but the other one came with the charger. This one comes with the DC output adapter. So I would say overall I would rate them the same, just one has its advantages over the other. All right, I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned, we'll see you next time.